Hey everybody, I'm still working on that 389 engine refresh, and I'm working on the heads. It's out of a 59 Pontiac, and kind of showing you before and after and what I'm doing. And let's just take a look. This is what you could call it before. And now we'll show you after. And I'm going to turn it over so you can see the other sides. Before. And I haven't done anything to this head. This is, how it came off. They actually look pretty good to me. This would be after. Before again. And to clean the heads up, I just use, various wire brushes, various sizes. But then when it came to, cleaning these parts, I've got this mounted up here. I don't have like one of those bench grinders, so I create my own. And I'm just going to say this, it works for me, but it is dangerous, and I don't recommend it unless you've been doing it a long time. I started doing it when I was a kid, about 10 years old, and I didn't know any better, and you can get really hurt. This thing will, if you're doing it wrong, it will bite you hard. That's all I got to say. And definitely you want to wear eye protection, which I can't stress that enough, although I never did when I was a kid. And if you do try it, periodically make sure that it stays tight. And then you got to keep an eye on this, because the vibration, this can back out and come flying out at you. So there's a lot of precautions in it. If you've never done it, you might not want to, but it's what I do, okay? Now, along with it, I'm putting in new valve stem seals, and when you look at them, they're flexible, little rubber. They're little, it's a little round piece of rubber, and they're flexible. You see that? You squeeze that right up. And, this project was started a long time ago, but I'm finally getting to it. See that? I bought these back in October 1st of 2013, and back then, the whole bunch cost a total of $3.08. I bet you it's gone up a little bit since then, eh? All right. Now, there's my valve spring compressor, and I've already got it adjusted. If you're doing a set of heads yourself, I don't do this often. It took me a little while to get, used to it. But once you get, you get your pace set, and it's pretty easy. And let's take one out and show you. I take one out, clean it up, and put it back in. And you want to keep them in the precise order that they come out. You don't want to take them out and end up taking these valves and putting them in here. You don't want to mix this stuff up. You want to keep it the way it is. And I showed that before, but I got racks I keep the stuff in, and keep it left, right. And there's a lot of information on the internet that you can, will explain it better than I am right here. This is just a quick video. Okay, I'm going to take this one out, and it's always good to give it a little wrap on these, because they tend to get, I'll call it, stuck. And I've already got this adjusted, but you have this, you pull that back, you open it up. and you can feel in there, you can feel the valve, and you want to center that on the valve. Can you look under there? Can you see where my finger is?
Yeah.
And then come up. You're coming across up here like so. And then, all right, show my hand. And you start squeezing down on this thing. And I'm getting old, and that thing it didn't loosen up at the top. But I got a cheetah barrel thrown here, help me out. And you see that? All right, come up here, look at that. Let's see if I can get this to pop. You see that? See how it popped? All right. Now you can get it off. Now those are your valve keepers right in there. And we got to get them. That one just fell out. See that? You don't want to lose them. That's one. And then they always seems to me, I don't know why, the second one wants to give me trouble all the time. So sometimes you got to play around with it. Pause it. So I had to keep playing with it, with the screwdriver and maneuvering this around a little bit. But she came out, and I always, all right, and I'm going to just throw them in my little bucket of gasoline. And then, look down here. You got to squeeze up on this, and then you can release it. All right, go back up to the top. And when I open up, you see how that comes up like that? And then you just take that off, put it aside. Now you can take this. What the hell's going on here? Now that's weird. Pause it. Okay, I had to compress it again. And that time, she came off, as you can see. All right. I'm working in a kind of a tight area, and you don't want to lose this stuff, of course. And I just throw it back in my old bucket. This has got an in and out of valve spring. And this here's, you see this down here? This is the old valve stem seal. Remember I was showing you that nice little rubbery thing that you could compress? They're El Junco. And, you know, a lot of times people, you know, especially these older engines, they'll be smoking. And it's because oil's getting past those valve stem seals. And here's the valve. And you see how that valve looks. And you see there, right? And this is what I do. I come over here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I take this stuff and I get my wheel going. Oh, I don't have it plugged in. Yeah, see what I mean? And I start cleaning it up. What I'm doing right now, it looks easy, but like I said, you don't pay attention, and you've never done it, this thing can attack you and hurt you bad. I'm going to shut that off, unplug it. All right. Get the light back on. And then you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. See? Get it up close. You know, that's before and after. And I'm using what I would call a very aggressive brush. And after a while, the brush tends to lay back from doing it the same way for so long. So you have to reverse it. And if you do reverse it, this thing's going to really bite hard. And it can throw that thing right at you or pull your fingers right into it. And really, you can get hurt. Doing something that was almost the same. I got that. That's like 5-6 years ago. And, so use caution. But you can get, these valves are really looking good to me. So I'm not afraid. I know it's going to work out all right. I'm not concerned with what you'd call, this isn't going to be built to be racing it or anything like that. But it's just, regular old car thing. And I've done it before and I've never had any problems with it. And these valves, they look really good. And the valve seats look very good. This might have had work done to it in the past. I really don't know. But I'm going to put this back into that head now and show you how I get them back in. And I'm going to give this a quick little going over. Put it on pause. And you can do this until you're satisfied with your results. And I'm going to give that a little bit more. Pause it. Okay. This one is going to go right in here. And what I like to give it a little shot of WD-40 down there. Maybe a little coat on there. Then you look in and you see what this is and you bring it up, right? Then you put the new valve stem seal on. And that'll hold it. It's not going to fall through. But when you take the old one off, the old dried up valve stem seal, you got to remove, to get this to come out down through there. So now that you see that's like that, right? And then I can take my little spring, my big spring, my nice shiny cap, and this, you get them on there, right? That's sitting. Normally this wouldn't be here. You get this in here, and again, you do the same thing. Now you got to get that and hold that up. Well, pause it. All right, I got to bring that back down, right? I wasn't thinking. I get that on there. And then, well, because that's all the way up, I'm probably going to have to readjust this pause. Okay, I had to readjust that a little bit down there, the rod, but I got it adjusted, and now I can bring that down. Then you get the little valve keepers back in there. You get one in, and you kind of spin it around, and then you get the other one in. And I have a tendency to drop stuff a lot, and then if you lose that and you can't find it, you gotta go buy one. But once you get them in there, then look down here, you just pull that back. All right, come back up, and you let that come up, and she's in. Beautiful. And that's about it. And so now I got to do this one, and once I do that one, this head will be dead done. other than, I got to put the rocker arms back on, and then we'll go into, we'll get to that later. But everybody, thanks for watching. Maybe what I'm doing is crazy. I don't know. But that's just the way I do it. Thank you.